For decades, getting a brand in front of consumers meant buying physical space and relying on foot traffic. You put your message on the largest board you could afford, casting an impossibly wide net. Companies spent large portions of their budgets without a clear line of sight. A potential customer might read your newspaper advertisement, but you had no way of tracing if that placement drove a purchase. Desktop computers introduced a strict new variable to the entire marketing process. Instead of just displaying static information, networks could log exact user behaviors, recording clicks, dwell times, and site navigation. This technical capability created the core appeal of digital marketing. By tracking the exact pathway a consumer takes from a search bar to a checkout cart, businesses can calculate a precise return on investment. Tracking software forced a complete pivot. Marketing evolved from a creative exercise in public persuasion into a strict, mathematically trackable data science. This quadrant maps the marketing landscape on two factors: measurement accuracy and daily effort. Traditional advertising sits bottom left. Tracking is murky, but it's a passive deployment. Digital occupies the top right. It provides undeniable proof, but demands intense ongoing maintenance. This creates a direct trade-off for business owners. You have to decide if the exact financial clarity of digital marketing actually justifies the heavy operational overhead it takes to run it. The operational cost starts before a single digital ad goes live. You have to build the technical tracking infrastructure first. Analytics software and platform tracking pixels function together as an attribution engine. Their job is to capture massive amounts of raw web traffic and filter it down to actionable data. This flow network shows how the engine isolates the specific keywords, search engines, and ad platforms that are actually driving paying customers to your business. It finds your main players. But keeping that visibility clear is labor-intensive. Software requires updates, tracking codes break, and data pipelines require active management to ensure your reports stay accurate. Compare that to a magazine ad. You pay the invoice, approve the graphic, and your technical obligations are finished. Perfect attribution doesn't happen automatically. It relies on a highly complex engine that requires continuous human maintenance. This digital dashboard visualizes the immediate payoff of that labor. Because the data streams continuously, marketers can monitor campaign health by the minute. If you launch 3 landing pages and the data shows one is actively repelling visitors, you catch it on day 1. You can sever the budget to the failing page immediately. Traditional marketing rarely allows for that kind of pivot. Once you rent a venue, hire speakers, and seat an audience, those costs are locked. If you realize halfway through the seminar that your audience needs a different subject entirely, you can't smoothly rewrite the event on the fly. Digital marketing's core financial strength is loss prevention. It empowers you to flag failure instantly and redirect your cash before the budget is completely drained. There is a common misconception that digital ads generate profit the second they are turned on. Often, initial campaigns lose money. This optimization flowchart outlines the mandatory learning phase. You launch the ad, track the traffic, identify the failures, adjust the approach, and repeat the process to find ROI. This requires sitting down daily to comb through the data, test different audience segments, and aggressively tweak your keywords based on what falls flat. With enough iterations, the system maps the most efficient route to your customer. The campaign settles into a consistent, predictable cycle of return. A physical sign puts your brand in front of a community on the very first day. A digital campaign might require weeks of silent data gathering before it understands who to target. Securing a high digital ROI demands a specific tax. You must have the psychological patience to fund trial and error while the algorithmic engine learns your market. This decision tree maps your approach based on budget, time, and business model. Strict budget: manage the digital optimization loop actively. No time: outsource tracking or accept passive traditional marketing. Local business: use a hybrid model. Maintain broad traditional visibility while running targeted digital ads. A successful marketing strategy cannot just be about targeting your audience. It has to fit the mechanical realities of your own back office. Digital data definitively solves the blind spend problem that limited the marketing industry for decades. You are trading away the financial ambiguity of traditional advertising and accepting the heavy operational intensity of the internet environment. Extracting real value from digital marketing means moving past the software installation. You must have the daily discipline to read the numbers, accept the failures, and aggressively redirect your approach.